I didn't get Ito, I didn't even get Goro, and I lost to Ashishi. This was the worst possible outcome. But that's just how it is, and I have to move on. It was day 1, I just started playing Sukokomon, and I set a few goals. Learn how to Woba swirl, learn the rotation, get every weapon to level 90, get every character to level 90, raise and crown Fischl, raise and crown Xiangling, and triple crown Coco. And the first character I was gonna raise, was Fischl. I was blessed by the true RN Jesus, and on day 15, I crowned her. 1 out of 7 goals were completed. The next character was Xiangling. In the other video I made, I told you that my 2 other limited 5 stars was Ganyu and Child. I was even planning to pull Hu Tao, and I admit, I was a bit of a meta slave. You might think, oh well, isn't Sukokomon meta? Well, if I had to pick a choice between meta teams, I have Ganyu and Child. Any teams with Ganyu or Child as DPS, would definitely be way easier to play and invest in. I saw Sukokomon as a hard to play team, and the characters I had were only somewhat half invested. It would definitely better for me to just play Ganyu or Child, so why did I choose Sukokomon? Just why, of any moments, why are you here? I lost again, to Ashishi. This is the 3rd time I lost the 50-50 to Shishi. I didn't even get Goro, so now all of the GOOO artifacts I've been farming for are useless. I've lost basically everything. I could probably even just quit the game if I wanted. Sukokomon. What kind of name is that? Are you sure if it's even a meta team? I have Ganyu and Child anyways. I can just do Ganyu freeze, melt Ganyu, Child vape, Child fireworks. I can probably get the same or better results than whatever that Suko stuff is.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't wanna chase you down, I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery and walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see.
just won't happen. So thanks, but no, I think I'm good to go, 'cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that'll show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. I live among the swells and we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll have to leave that up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this uptown part I get to play? 'Cause I've got what I need and I don't want to take the ride. And I need to see the other side, so go and do like you do. I'm good to do like me. Ain't in a cage, so I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, can't you see I'm doing fine? I don't need to see the other
Now, is this
side.
really how you like to spend your days? Whiskey, misery, and parties and play.
If I were mixed up with you, I'd be the talk of the town, disgraced and disowned, another one of the clowns.
But you would finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up and cure your aching. Take your walls and start 'em breaking. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking. But I guess I'll leave that up to you.
Don't you wanna get away to a whole new part you're gonna play? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take the ride to the other side. So if you do like I do, so if you do like me, forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly we're free to fly. We're going to the other side. So if you do like I do, to the other side. So if you do like me, to the other side. 'Cause if we do, we're going to the other side. We're going to the other side.
A week has passed since I finished Fischl, and I was making no progress with Xiangling. I decided to look away from farming artifacts for a while, and did some fishing. It got boring, so I started some very wholesome quizzes, and I also started farming materials for her talents. During this period, I completely mastered Guoba swirls and the rotation. So what about her artifacts? I raised Sinsho a while ago. He had a few decent artifacts, so I borrowed them and slapped them on Beidou, but then I stole them again for Xiangling. 42 days had passed, and I finished 4 out of 7 goals. And since I finished both Fischl and Xiangling, it was time to build Cocoa and Sucrose. Phase 1 was about Fischl and Xiangling, while Phase 2 is about Cocoa and Sucrose. So why did I split them into 2 phases? Fischl and Xiangling required way more investment than Cocoa and Sucrose. They had to be leveled up, get better artifacts, and farming artifacts for these 2 was gonna be a lot harder than Cocoa and Sucrose. My Sucrose artifacts didn't really need improvement, neither did Cocoa. Cocoa just needed her crowns, which I could just get over time, and Sucrose only needed to level up, but yeah, I did get a few better artifacts for them. I was halfway through the Sukokomon investment. 50 days had passed. I decided to do wishing so I could buy official constellation, and I did a few standard banner wishes because I was pretty close to pity, and out of all odds, a boy I've been struggling to get, decided to come home pretty late. It took 60 limited and 20 standard banner wishes to bring this damn dog home. What the hell are you doing here? The Ito investment ended 50 days ago. But that's just how it is. When you desire something, you won't receive it, and when you stop caring about it, it suddenly appears out of nowhere. Fun fact, or not so fun of a fact. If you go to my Coco birthday video, in the end you can see I only did floor 12 chamber 1, that's because I don't have a reliable second team for Abyss. Sukokomon was actually supposed to be the second team, and you might be able to guess what the first team was supposed to be. But you know what happened? That damn child. I've told this before, I've never won a 50-50, and I'm not even kidding, the last 3 50-50 losses were all Shishis, Wait, what about your gene constellations? I lost on the clay banner. That was the first time I lost a 50-50, and the 2 constellations were both from the standard banner. If it wasn't for that child, I could probably have gotten Shao, Yoimiya, or Ito.
I saw the sun begin to dim and felt that winter wind blow cold. A man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. I drink champagne with kings and queens. The politicians praise my name. But those were someone else's dreams, the pitfalls of the man I became. For years and years, I chased their cheers, a crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, watch, waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. And let the promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on. From now on. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. From now on. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Yes. Home again. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. From now on. These eyes will not be blinded by the lights. What's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let the promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again. And we will come back home. And we will come back home. Home again.
I had a small problem. I hadn't farmed any weekly bosses for almost 2 months, so triple crowning Coco was gonna take a while. I decided to start grinding for Sucrose, and I got her and her weapon to level 90, and I just completed 2 goals, level 90 every weapon, and level 90 every character, so 6 out of 7 goals were completed, or were they? At this time, A character I'd been waiting for was almost here. After seeing her gameplay, there was a possibility that I could replace Fischl with Yae. I like Yae, and if there was a chance that I could use her in Sukokomon, I would take it. Yae, we'll come home.
But how? How is this possible?
I got the power of friendship and plot armor on my side. And with the power of Ligma, I'll bring Yae home, and you can't stop me.
What the hell is up, dog?
Joe Mama, L plus Bozo plus Ratio plus Violin. So yeah, I got Yae, but as always, everything comes with a price. Fischl, the first member I raised in Sukokomon, and the first one to leave. She has been with us for more than 2 months through this journey, but unfortunately, it was time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Fischl. Sunganomi ya Kokomi, or as I like to call her, Coco. After so long, I finally did it. I triple crowned her. So why do I like Coco so much? It all goes back to her banner, specifically the last day of her banner. I was a bit of a meta slave, and I was planning to pull Hu Tao. If I didn't pull Coco, I would probably have become a Hu Tao main, but this girl, she was absolutely gorgeous, easily one of my favorite character designs. I asked multiple people if she was worth pulling. I wanted to make sure I didn't want to regret my choice. A lot of people said she was worth it, a few said that she wasn't. But this one guy, even though they thought that she wasn't worth it in a meta perspective, he still didn't regret his choice. I said screw it, waifu over meta. It wasn't just because of aesthetics, or how fun she was to play with. She basically changed my mindset from beating the game, to enjoying the game like I want. If I pulled Hu Tao, I would probably still be stuck in the same domain. I probably wouldn't be here making videos, maybe I wouldn't even be playing genshin. She basically made me enjoy the game again, and the reason why I kept playing. This is also why I never regret pulling Yae. Even though she's not seen as meta, I just didn't care about meta anymore. I just wanted to have fun playing the game again. I never regret pulling for Coco. She's beautiful, she's fun to play with, she made me stop my meta mindset. She's without doubt the character I adore the most. And if you are wondering if I really got her on the last day of her banner, you can search up the last day of her first banner, October 12th. And here you go, October 12th, the day I got Coco. So what have I been doing? I haven't given any big updates with what's been happening with my team. Phase 3 was really just giving the final touches to the team, so what happened? My Coco got a new artifact, and she has gotten some more ER, and since I don't lack any ER problems with Coco anymore, I started using Thrilling Tales. I got new artifacts for my Sucrose, my Xiangling got a new circlet, and I also got R5 Katane Spear for more burst consistency. And my Yae was crowned. And if you are wondering where I got my Sucrose goblet from, it was from the Spiral Abyss. And guess what? After more than a year, after losing all of my 50/50s, after all the pain, hell, and suffering my account has been through, for the first time, I finally 36-star the Abyss. And remember the test from day one, I had a single target and multi-target test, it was finally time. In my multi-target test, I managed to beat the domain in 57 seconds, let's see how much it improved. I cleared the domain in 35 seconds, that's a 22 seconds difference, that's a pretty big improvement. So what about my single target test? In the video, the timer actually messed up due to the text, it wasn't 64 seconds, it was 69. So how much did my single target improve? I beat it in 37 seconds, that's a 32 seconds difference, huge improvement. I did the multi-target test a bunch of times to get the best score possible, but I only did about 3 tries or so with my single target test. Could I have gotten a better time? Maybe, who knows. Here's my Yae artifacts. I do have a 2-piece glad and shim, but I'm focusing more on totem damage. So what Yae artifacts would I recommend? Probably 2-piece glad and shim, it can depend on your substats or how you choose to play Yae. You might notice that my Yae doesn't have a lot of ER, that's because I rarely use her burst, and I'm focusing more on her totems. But didn't you use her burst in the end? Yes I did, but that's really the only time I do use it, sometimes I just never use it. Some people try and fit Yae's burst in the Sukokomon rotation, but I like to keep it outside the rotation. I don't even have to care about my Yae ER that much, so guess what? No ER responsibilities. So how does my Sukokomon team do up against other Sukokomon teams? Let's use Abyss 1211 as a test. I went through a bunch of Sukokomon Abyss videos, an average run seems to be above 60 seconds, a pretty strong team could do it around 55 seconds. What about the fastest run? The fastest run I found was a 41 seconds run, they had Fischl, Xiangling, Sucrose C6, Moonglow, Skyward and Engulfing. There's no way I'm gonna beat that, but I did get somewhat close. So has my team improved over the span of 100 days? Absolutely. I guess this is the end. So why did I choose Sukokomon? I had GOOOO and Child, so I had a lot of options for meta teams. Sukokomon was a hard team to pull off, probably one of the hardest teams to play, that's what made Sukokomon so enjoyable. It also felt way more interesting than doing 100 days Melt GOOOO or 100 days Vape Child. I wonder if we're ever gonna have a team like Sukokomon again. Thanks for watching. Also thanks to you guys who's been with me through this entire journey, you know who you are. And yes, I will probably do something Ayato related in the future, so stay tuned. Also I finished my Coco drawing, I spent hours on MS Paint drawing with a mouse, but it was worth it.